this Fender Strat here for wow, probably like 10 years now. For the last maybe 2 or 3-ish years, the guitar really hasn't been usable. Instead of paying a bit of money to have a guitar tech fix it, I kind of took this approach of like buying other guitars instead. I don't know if you guys ever seen that meme or like a story of the grandma that didn't know you could charge phones, so she would buy a new one every time the battery died. Yeah, I kind of did that, but with guitars. So kind of decided now that I really do miss playing this exact guitar. So instead of having a professional fix it, I figured I'd try fixing it myself. So I guess we'll start with have a listen to how it sounds like right now. Um, yeah, there isn't any sound at all, so that's really a big issue. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it, and I have zero experience fixing guitars, but I figured I can't really ruin it any more than it really is, right? Yeah, so I figured I'd take you guys on this little journey with me on learning how to fix a guitar. Um, I did, watch a couple of videos, so I'm kind of an expert already, but um, I guess we'll really figure this out. So, all right, so I think the first thing that I want to do here is I don't know this. I have two cameras set up too, so I'm not used to that. So bear with me here. I have this one string here that you guys can see. It's a really cheap string that I had from like I don't know some kit that I bought that had like free strings, whatever. It's a super cheap string, and I had it just so I could test it out. The first thing I'm gonna do is unscrew this neck plate. I'll actually take off these things first. Am I dumb for doing that? Maybe I should try. Oh, am I dumb for doing that? I don't know, but maybe first thing I want to do is like take off all these little pieces here, and we'll put them somewhere where I'll probably lose them. I'm gonna loosen this. I had this string on just for like testing it. I'm gonna take off all these buttons, which usually are knobs. My bad. Usually are a pain in the ass to take off. I don't think I can fit this. Hey, there probably is an easy way to take off all these knobs and stuff as well, but like I said, I have no experience with any of this. So I'm just gonna take off all these knobs. Just so I can take out the faceplate. And I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but the actual like the hardware here is like super bad. I don't know. They were not the best, and even like this like comes off. I did change the faceplate at one point. Faceplate, pick guard, pick guard. I did change the pick guard at one point. So this isn't the original pick guard. I have the original pick guard, but that's a story for another day on why I changed it. Basically, I'm a dumbass, but I'm gonna take off this pick guard first. So I'll probably speed through all of that. You see, when you do something like this, you probably want to have somewhere where you can put the screws, but so you don't lose them. But I'm kind of stupid, so we really didn't do much preparation for this. I will say that. But either way, like I said, I'm changing all these screws. I bought new screws, so doesn't matter if I lose one or two. We're all. One of my worries was that maybe it was from some of the videos I've seen. I saw that the input jack sometimes is what causes the issue, or no sound on here. So maybe it's that. So maybe I should take off the input jack first and just see what's going on there. I don't think I've ever actually taken off the input jack, so I'm not sure how. Like maybe unless something, at some point when I moved the guitar, something happened to it. But you see, I also have this thing here. I have no idea how to use, but I know it could be helpful to see if there's a problem. So maybe we'll learn how to use this thing. Which I probably should anyways, but yeah, I'm kind of like stupid, so I don't know, maybe I should learn how to use this. I have it anyways. One of the videos that I saw, so this is like super tangled as a mess. I don't know if that caused any problems, but like the wires seem to be on there fine. I don't know, they were super tangled, and I don't know if that can cause any issues at all. If it's just that they were tangled in there, I'd want to do something myself. But maybe let's just test it out. I don't know if you guys could hear that. You probably can't. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Hopefully not, because it was very loud. I'm not recording this audio here, but you see, before, so when I test it out, I know I could like test it out by like touching the thing here, right? Let me switch back to the camera. I know I could kind of test it out by like tapping this against the pickups, but I was never getting any sound when I would do that. And I just got sound when I tapped the pickups. And I just realized that the pickup selector kind of caved in, so I will pull that back up. One second. All right, so I kind of tested it out again, which I did not film, but it still doesn't work. So I mean, lucky for the video, it wasn't that easy of a fix, but unlucky for me because I really wish it was that simple. Which I don't know, but yes, I did bring up the pickup selector back, which it caved in again, but I did check that out. And I tightened the string, make sure I wasn't going crazy. But when I tapped the pickups here like this, no sound. I don't know what I was hearing. Maybe I'm going crazy. Things like soldering and like learning actual electronics is gonna be my last resort because I don't want to learn yet. I'm really hoping it's an easier solution before I have to get into like harder things. Right. There's a lot going on here. My God, is this a mess? This spring, hold on. I'm really bad at this two camera thing. But this spring belongs somewhere, so we'll save that over here. You see, in my expert opinion, this all looks very good. Put a bit of light on it. Yeah, this all looks in tip-top shape because I know exactly what I'm supposed to be looking for. I do see this white wire. I don't know if you guys can see it there. This white wire. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be in anything. All right, so after that last cut, I know you guys can see there's a lot more on my table right now. Pretty chaotic, I would say. At least for me, I get overwhelmed easily. So, I had to go answer the doorbell. That was a cut, but, kind of had a little bit of like an epiphany while I went to go answer the doorbell. This white cable, not much of an epiphany here, but this white cable is important. My assumption, which is probably correct because I googled it and it kind of matched up with what I was thinking. This goes to the volume knob, volume pot. And this white cable is on the output jack, right? So assuming this goes to the volume pot, and since it's currently, as you can see, and not on that volume pot, it's not actually like sending volume over to the output jack, if that makes sense. Input jack, output jack. I don't know, but I looked up the wiring diagram for the guitar, and basically, yeah, this should be. Sorry. Hopefully the mic is picking me up while I'm doing this. I'm not really paying too much attention, but essentially this should be. It's kind of hard to see, but this volume pot here. Ooh, and I hope I do this right, because if not, whatever guitar tech I take this to is gonna hate me. But um, essentially this white cable here should be in this little middle kind of section, which is really hard to see on the camera, but there's like three prongs or some, I'm not sure what the best word is for this, but three little things here should be on this middle one according to the wiring diagram. So I think my nightmare is gonna come true, because I have to solder, and I do not know how to solder, so this could go very, very wrong. There's only one cable, right? So we're gonna do it, and if it goes wrong, then it goes wrong, and I have to take it to a guitar tech. So let's just go for it. Solder this white cable to where it should be according to the diagram, and if this doesn't work, then the diagram lied to me. It's not my fault, it's the diagram's fault, okay? So I mean, let's just go for it. All right, so one of my concerns was that because this wire probably ripped off somewhere, from where it originally was, hard to see, but there is still some solder. Is that what it's called? Is that what you call it? I don't know. There is still some like the material there on that little plug, so I have to remove that before I do anything, right? So I Google. Google is your best friend. Remember, YouTube actually. I YouTubed it. Um, and that's what this thing here is for. So, that's what this is for. So I think if I heat up the soldering iron and then use this, I think you just, from what I've seen, is you push that down, press that button, and it kind of just like suctions it out. But you do have to heat it up still. So this is where we're getting to the very scary part of this project. But anyway, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna plug in the soldering iron. All right, so I plugged in the soldering iron. How do I know? How do I know if it's getting hot? See, my intrusive thoughts tell me to just keep touching the soldering iron and see if it's hot, which sounds really stupid, but that's like in my mind, that's like what I want to do. But I think what I'll do is just keep. So it is definitely hot because I accidentally touched it. The intrusive thoughts won by choice, not by choice. I think now that it's hot, I'm gonna try to melt off some of this piece and suction it out. The worst part about this, to be honest, is that I have very, very shaky hands. Especially when I get nervous, I get like extra shaky. So my hands are like super shaky. Okay, so actually that actually worked better than I. I'm gonna do it a couple more times. I'm gonna melt a little bit more. It is working, which is good. I know this is super impossible to see, but it actually worked pretty well. Man, I'm so tempted to touch this. It is hot. This is very dumb what I'm doing right now. So do not do what I'm doing because I'm stupid. I have the thingy here. Actually, do this is my question because I feel like to do this, you're gonna need three hands. Jeez, I hope the mic's picking me up because I keep moving away from it. So I almost touched my monitor with the soldering iron. It'd be horrible. Trying to get a little bit. I'll just draw this thing, but trying to get a little bit closer to the actual issue that I'm running into is that I do not have three hands. So basically, this goes here. Should stay there so I can grab the soldering iron and the other thingy, the little actual solder, and put it on. Um, just before this cut, I did take out more of the solder. I desoldered some of what was there. Um, it is better, but I'm thinking maybe I should just keep desoldering until it's all gone. That might be the best approach. We'll see. All right, so That last bit of the video was probably super silent because I was really trying to lock in, I was trying to lock in. And so this cable is on there. I'm not going to yank it because I'm not too good. I'm not too proud of my work, if that makes sense. I'm not too sure that's perfect, but it is on there. Fingers crossed. See my fingers? They're crossed. That does the trick. If not, I'm really gonna cry. We're just gonna maybe do a little cut, and everything will be cleaner. And I might have to bring everything back because who knows? I might have destroyed this guitar even more. You guys can roast me in the comments for how bad of a job I did soldering, because from what I've seen, there's these little things should have little holes where you can just kind of wrap the wire around and then take the solder and the soldering iron and do the thing real easily. But no matter how much I desoldered, I couldn't find that hole. So I just kind of did what I could. The wire's on there, which I think is the most important thing. This is off. Everything's off. So yeah, maybe we'll cut and hopefully everything should be a little bit cleaner once I cut. Bye. All right, so we have cut. Everything's a little bit cleaner, just a little bit. Definitely lost some screws. Some of these screws along the way. They're somewhere on my carpet, so I will pick this up. But like I said, I am gonna switch them out anyway, so not the craziest deal. But this really is the moment of truth, and I don't think. Actually, let me start recording here because I want you guys to capture the moment of truth as well. Ready. So everything's up. Let me just tune it up a bit. Oh my god, there is sound. Did I just become a guitar tech? Oh, I can't wait to get roasted in the comments for how bad of a job I did. And I'm also going to change the springs though. And I'm praying that when I do this stuff, maybe I should have done this before soldering, because thinking what if when oh my god, there's sound. I'm thinking what if when I go to change and stuff, I accidentally yank too hard and then oh my god, there's sound, and let me put a cleaner tone. There's sound. Oh my lord. This is a big moment. This guitar hasn't worked in 2-3-ish years. This is a huge moment. We did it. We're officially guitar techs. Now what I'm thinking, okay, man, I'm very excited. I'm not the best at showing excitement, but I'm very excited that this actually works because I've been wanting to play this guitar for so long. And I've just been putting it off because I'm like, I'll just take it to a guitar tech, which I should have done. Don't get me wrong. I should have done that. So now I'm going to change the screws, especially for this. If I put it on camera, it'll probably just be sped through because that's way more boring than me burning my finger, which I did burn my finger, which the camera's not picking it up, but burn my finger like an idiot. So if you're going to do this, don't do this, actually. Take it to a guitar tech that knows better. And there we go. So all the screws are back on. I'm just going to put on the remaining hardware, like the knobs and the pickup selector thingy majiggy, and everything else is looking good. So the guitar is brand new, right? I can finally play it. The next time that you see the guitar, be in a couple seconds, I will put a new pack of strings on it, and we'll play it a bit. So let's see how that sounds. Let's do the little YouTuber thing, right? And cover the cameras to go to the next scene. Let's go. there you go. We have a working guitar now. You can't tell it's a new day. After I stopped filming that last bit, went to go test out the guitar one last time, and guess what? No sound. So, off camera, what I had to do was take the whole thing apart again, and guess what had happened? Yes, the cable that I soldered in the video was off again. So, or like, came off. What I'm trying to say. So, off camera, I had to re-solder. Basically, do everything that I did in the video over again, but I did it better this time. I didn't go to a tech. I swear. It was just me. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't come off again. And not only that, but the action on the guitar was horrendous. So I had to take some time to fix that, which I'm also not the best at. So still not perfect, but it's playable. It's better than it was before. Yeah, the action was horrible. The bridge was about to explode. What didn't go wrong after I stopped filming? But we took care of all those problems. I put new springs in the back. I think we're looking good. But I'm so happy that I finally get to use this guitar once again. So you guys will see this a lot in a lot more videos coming up. And I hope you guys enjoy this kind of longer, hopefully not boring video. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this content. If you don't, type it in the comments below.